Today at Carl's Coffee Shop, we are shooting the craft beer carnival. Today we are in Carl's Coffee Shop, shooting the vinyl and craft beer carnival in Rietondale, Pretoria, 18th Avenue, right near the traffic circle. I'm here with you now, the owner of Carl's Coffee Shop, and I've included a link to her Facebook page in the description below. Morning, Ina.
Morning.
Welcome to John Dalton Photography YouTube channel. And now, just tell me what's going on here today, what's happening?
Once a month we do the vinyl get-together where people actually buy vinyl online and come in to collect their vinyl that they've bought, or they come and browse around from the various guys having an exhibition of what products they have available, which means extra feed for them, for our clients seeing their product, but also for us having their clients accommodated in the shop.
As you say, you do this once a month, and when do you do it?
It's usually the last Saturday of every month. From about, the guys start setting up early in the morning. It creates a nice vibe outside. The guys coming for a jog or taking their dogs for a stroll actually see all the activity, and that means they can pop in later to actually have a breakfast or just browse around in the boxes for some records to buy.
When did you first start this promotional idea?
The idea actually started with the previous owner, and then for a while it actually died down a bit. And when I bought the coffee shop at the beginning of July, Eugene, who's actually the organizer of the vinyl, came to see me and he asked if we could actually keep it as a standing monthly event. And we've decided it's good for both parties to actually have it here and create a bit of a vibe or an atmosphere on a Saturday.
And the vibe outside there is fantastic.
The vibe is awesome outside. Yeah, it's lots of people and lots of talking and discussing all sort of old memories. Yeah, it's illustrated.
You know, so why did you start this carnival in the first place?
The carnival is actually to promote a bit of the craft beer. We've got at the moment one beer on tap, and there's a bit of a, what shall we call it, people asking for a bit more variety and something different. And we've decided to do like a carnival where people can actually come taste the different beers before they decide what they want to drink, have a bit of a taste and then decide. And then also we will keep the 6 beers on our menu going forward. And the carnival was just to create a bit of an atmosphere with the bar outside, with the girls helping with the tasting, explaining the different beers, where it's just something on a menu and you're not sure exactly what you're tasting or what you're tasting.
I like that tasting part.
I'm sure. As everybody else in this heat.
And everybody else does too.
Yeah, and especially in the heat, it's making life easier in the heat.
During the carnival, does your restaurant stay open as per normal, serving meals as per normal during the occasion?
Definitely, it stays open. We've got our regular clients coming in on a Saturday. We serve them, and also to do a bit of promotion with new clients who come to the coffee shop for the first time, to introduce them to all our food and for them just to come and experience the laid-back atmosphere at Carl's Coffee Shop. So it's definitely open, business as usual.
Business as usual.
Business as usual.
And then a lot of people that come to the carnival might not actually want to come and sit down and eat. They will be occupied outside, and from there they will probably move off home or wherever. They might want a takeaway meal or a takeaway coffee. Do you do that kind of thing?
Yes, we definitely do, John. Our full menu is available as takeaway. So anything, clients can actually decide, have a meal here and maybe the takeaway dessert at home, or take away extra coffees, or take away some cold drinks, especially in the heat, or some water. Everything is available on takeaway as well.
People with special needs, do you have any facilities for them?
We definitely have. We've just changed on the outside, we've changed the couch, the direction it was facing, so that the ramp on the side there is open, so that somebody with a wheelchair can actually access the nice veranda area. And then we will, in the next month, we'll actually build a ramp that somebody with a wheelchair can actually come into the shop, which makes it much more accessible for them as well.
Under normal circumstances during the rest of the week or the rest of the month, do you still serve takeaway?
Yes, definitely. We actually start the day off with a breakfast on the go, which is especially for guys on the way to the office, or maybe they know they need to get to a meeting, there might not be time to grab a breakfast. And it's a breakfast with a coffee. It's quick and easy to make on our side, and they can be on their way. It gets packaged in a way that they can actually eat it in the car if they should prefer to do so. And again, all the different coffees are available as takeaway online.
I noticed you just changed your logo.
Yes, we've changed the logo now. This is actually the launch of the new logo. We want to differentiate a little bit away from Carl's Coffee Roastery, and that's why we changed the logo of Carl's Coffee Shop. And why not change it to the iconic combi behind us, because that is what everybody knows. And that's why we decided to do it the lime green, because I think in the good old days this combi must have been a really nice lime green. And also people get to know the coffee shop when they actually see the combi and pop in just to see the combi, and they realise there's actually a coffee shop with a different vibe. And I also think it fits in with the atmosphere of pallet tables, laid back, a bit of a 60s hippie vibe, if that's what you want to call, but also to fit in with that, the blackboards. And we actually try to do that, to bring that in also on our meetings. Thank you.
I just want to revert back to food again. Is it possible for a customer to customize their dish?
Yes, definitely. We actually do meals for people on order, because we've got the staff that are trained, and we've got most of the ingredients to do exactly what people want to eat. Also, like vegan or allergies for certain food products, we can actually substitute with something else and change it. The staff is very helpful to do that, and also the kitchen staff. So yes, definitely we can change or swap out something, or change or do something that's not if we've got the ingredients.
I asked that question because of my personal experience, and I found the staff to be very helpful. And I'm a vegan, so not always easy to satisfy.
Yes, yes, and that's why we've also changed it and actually encouraged people to teach us about being vegan or being vegetarian, so that we can bring extra options for you as well, and not just have plain bread.
Yeah. Also, besides vegetarian, vegan, health concerns, what other kinds of foods do you serve for, let's say, normal people? Exclude us. Yeah.
For normal people. We actually do quite a big, a couple of options for breakfast. I think breakfast is definitely the reason why people come to Carl's. And thereafter, it's really light meals, it's wraps, it's burgers, it's tramazzinis. Also added onto the menu is a veggie burger, especially for vegetarian people. So it's not a patty, it's veggies that are grilled, so in season, which makes it easy for us. In season, on a burger, then again with your chips, which is extra, something extra that you guys can enjoy. Or somebody else can enjoy. Normal people can enjoy.
Even normal people.
Even normal people can enjoy it. So yeah, quiche, cakes, sort of light meals.
It sounds very nice. Unfortunately, I haven't got a menu on the table. Why don't you show us your new menu?
So yeah, John, this is our new menu.
So that doesn't reflect off the light there. Wow, I haven't seen this one before. Usually it's very appealing, nicely laid out, and broken down into categories nicely. I like your menu.
Thank you. Yeah, we try to keep it with the feel of the tables and the blackboards that's everywhere in the shop, sort of that it looks like it's written on the blackboard. So it's the same kind of feel to it, and yeah, really in the green and the new logo.
I like your theme, it's very nice.
Thank you.
And one thing Janelle has forgotten to mention is the really nice coffee she makes. I just had a coffee before we shot this. I'm at the Devil's Peak Brewing Company's store with their craft beers, and I am with
Stacy.
Stacy. Stacy, what involvement do you have with Devil's Peak Brewing Company?
I work for a company called Craft Liquor Merchants, and we actually do the distribution for the top breweries in South Africa.
Yeah.
So we're doing at this stage, we've just launched with the Vinyl Fair today, craft beer to the venue, and we've started with Devil's Peak and Citizen, which are both Cape Town-based breweries.
Oh, I see. And your plan here, is this to do this regularly, or is this a once-off?
Yes, look, for the company, obviously to try and get the name of craft out there and to get people more accustomed to palletized to craft beer, we are very much involved in doing events and joining up with the venues to do events like this so we can get the customers to taste the beers.
Okay. So do you think you'll be here next month?
Yes, we're going to take part in all of the vinyl fairs that they have, so we'll definitely be up for every single one.
Oh, that's really nice. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
That takes effort.
What's the beer tasting this outside?
That's it.
So nice. Amazing. Enjoy that. That's the pale ale.
It's a fruity flavour.
Yeah. Taste, John.
It's a taste.
Oh wait, yeah, I'll give you one. And have they all got the same percentage of alcohol? No, they don't.
5.5.
5.5. Each one is. Next one is super nice. Well, I'm not going to unfortunately be able to answer that one for you. You're going to have to wait for Stacy. She knows more about it. Okay, thank you. Okay, so that's a Diplomat. It's a Citizen beer. Pilsner. Okay, and how much percentage is this? This one is a 5.5%. Light lager, and this one is a 4%. Okay, right. Let's try one of
And
those.
it's called Patriot.
Yeah, Patriot.
Oh, that's why you use honor. I said, why do they say honor? And why not love? I see what they're trying to do. Yeah, okay, cool, thanks.
Also quite nice.
Okay, what I want to do is get one or two shots of people browsing through their records. So follow me and let's see what we can find. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is find somebody browsing through records rather than people just standing and chatting. Because in a still image, standing and chatting doesn't look like anything. people browsing through records will give the image life. I'm going to take a shot here, no one's browsing, and then I'll take a shot afterwards with somebody browsing. And you see the difference that it creates in the image, where it brings the image to life. Let's take this static image first. Right. Not a very exciting image, let's see. That's already far more interesting. The angle is not actually what I'm looking for, but it's not as static as the previous shot. It's fun. Yeah, I'm satisfied. F3.5, 40th of a second, ISO 100, there we go. Now I'd just like to go inside Carl's coffee shop and see if I can get a nice little shot over there, a little detail. I've had a lot of wide angle shots. Let's get a close-up of something. Like these. I had to go to ISO 800, which is very high on this camera. This is a fairly old camera and they normally go a bit noisy. But I'll take advantage of that and I'll make the noise part of the image, give it some character. So let's see what we can do here. The purpose of that is I zeroed in on the word coffee and then got the packets of coffee in the background, focused on the packets because that's the detail. This is large print so it's easy to see, it's slightly soft focus. Okay, let's have a look at that combi. The challenge I'm faced with are the possible angles I can take this. They're very restricted. Straight on from the front, I've taken a shot like that already, it looks nice. I want one from the side. The hassle I'm having from the side is that I'm almost getting a perfect silhouette. So I'm only seeing the one headlamp, which is not exactly what I want, but I'm not going to move any guests around in the restaurant. So we're going to do that. The angle then gives me a distorted perspective looking up diagonally, which I'm not enjoying. So I'm going to be holding the camera above my head and shooting blind. Let's see what we can come up with. I want to catch those words on the door of the combi. It says Klim op die bus. And for all the non-Afrikaans speaking people on the planet, which is very few, I know, but those few, it means get on the bus. Let's get it. I like that last one because I've managed to isolate this combi from everything in the room, and you just have this combi sticking out of the wall. I like that effect. Okay, so some ideas of detail and many other things that we can shoot. I'm not going to do it now. However, I want to take one more shot.